Welcome back. Today, we will be doing Gladiator build tips and tricks on Legends of Neverland. This is a suggestion from Japhet Jacinto 5 for 99. Thank you for this suggestion, Japhet. I will tackle everything you have to know about Gladiator. Without further ado, let's start. Gladiator is a subclass from Warrior that mainly uses HP for damage. In other words, the more HP you have, the more damage you will deal. You will also be immune to CC when using Gladiator skill. This is Gladiator skills. First we have an uppercut, next is crosscut, moon slash, and lastly punitive chop. In these clips, I will show you what the skills do and its animations. First is uppercut. When you use uppercut to your enemies, you will heal a certain amount of HP that you dealt to the enemy. You can use uppercut to close the distance with your enemies or use it to escape. Next is crosscut. Crosscut hits the enemies in front of you and it reduces the enemy's ATK for 15% for 3 seconds. This is best used when your enemy has high DPS. Third skill, moon slash. When you use moon slash, you will reel in the enemy towards you and damage them twice. You will heal for 4% of loss HP afterwards for 6 seconds. This is what it looks like when you reel in the enemy. Note, this also applies to players. Lastly, punitive chop. Punitive chop is the Getsuga Tensho of Neverland. It damages enemies in a linear direction. You will heal for 4% of loss HP afterwards for 6 seconds. Now, I will show a sample combo for Gladiator skills. There's another skill you can use when using Gladiator. It's called Soul Blast, and you replace the crosscut with it. Soul Blast is a berserker skill, but still you can use it for Gladiator. Soul Blast knocks up the enemy, it reduces the enemy's def and block by 30% for 4 seconds. This is the combo when you replace crosscut with Soul Blast. Note, knock-up applies to players as well. Now let's talk about which subclass suits Gladiator. First is Priest. If you are looking for a tank support build, you can pair Priest with Gladiator for more sustained healing and buff. Priest has a skill called Star Blessing which gives buffs to yourself and to your allies. Also don't forget the Tenacity Ball, which reduces the enemy's crit immunity by 20%. Here is the class advancement page of the Priest. It gives crit immunity percent, break, damage increase, damage decrease, and HP. This suits well with Gladiator since the advancement page of Gladiator doesn't have a crit immunity rate, which will balance your build. Next is Lancer. If you want a DPS sustained tank, Lancer is your way to go. You can choose between Dragon Knight and Dragon Fighter. As you can see, I use Dragon Fighter for more crowd control effects, which can lock your targeted enemy in place. Here is the Lancer's class advancement. It consists of block, break, def, HP and HP lifesteal that if paired up with Gladiator advancement page will give you 90% lifesteal. For Willcore, use Godbless and Rigidity for a tanky build. Equip the highest one even if the stats are bad. This is perfect for Gladiator plus Priest build. For Will Gen, it's up to you if you want full Hopeless Love or put Karmic for extra def plus protection rate. For DPS build, use Fierce Attack and Slaughter for burst damage. Use for sets of Break Free for the extra damage increase and crit rate bonus. Now lastly, Fairies. Water Fairies are the go-to for Gladiator for a super tanky build. Don't forget to use the Water Echo for the HP, healing bonus, protection rate, and block ignore it provides. You can also use Earth Echo when you're using a Lancer as a subclass, since it will provide crit immunity rate, which will balance the block and crit immunity rate of the build. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and comment if you had any questions. See you in next video.